you're in the process of writing a series of articles, 6 steps to putting the Browns back in the playoffs 2024 mid-free agency. Step 1 was trade for a wide receiver. Take us through that article, and do you think they've done enough? Have they gotten to where they need to be to get back to the playoffs?
Well, thanks for bringing that up. I mean, I wrote that just before free agency kicked off, and I had a countdown, and number 1 was trade for a wide receiver. I didn't say sign one. I didn't say draft one. I said trade for one, and they did in Jerry Jeudy. In fact, I had it all done, but it was to go out on Monday morning, and I think they made the trade Saturday afternoon. So I went ahead and posted it and just said, this is what I had. I had Jeudy as the 3rd option. Obviously, you don't know who's available in a trade, but they made the option to go more for the upside potential in Jerry Jeudy. I think it's a great move to get ahead of the market and have enough faith in him to sign him to an extension when you see what guys are getting paid in free agency. And next year, there's even a bigger class of free agents like Jamar Chase and that ilk of player, Justin Jefferson, guys like that. So the free agents this year weren't even that big of names, and they got big money. So if Jeudy can do anything, they will be in good shape. The numbers were escalated when they first came out. If you look at what we've reported, Jack Duffin's kind of a capologist, that the agents always, count in every possible, incentive, which they should, but it isn't as bad or big a guaranteed overall as it was first reported. I think it's about 28 million. But that being said, I like him. I don't think he's as good as Amari Cooper right now, but I think it will help paired with Amari Cooper, who he has said he was his hero, one of the reasons he went to Alabama, and I think he's going to follow him and learn some things from him. But I think he would be ahead of Elijah Moore. But from that aspect, I think he's similar to Elijah Moore. He's got a little untapped potential. So the Browns believe enough in him. They've tried to get him for a couple years. So you got to trust in Andrew Berry. I would like to see him add another veteran. I know they like Cedric Tillman and David Bell, but I would rather have, even at this stage, bring in a 1-year veteran, late in his 20s, early 30s that could step in and at least be the 4 receiver, at the top of the depth chart, and maybe even draft one if one falls to him. I know the room's crowded, but I think you want as many weapons as possible. Right now, I look at the really proven receivers, weapons on the Browns receiving being Amari Cooper and David Njoku. Jerry Jeudy, I haven't seen him play in this system. Obviously, they feel he's proven. Elijah Moore was coming on, but I didn't really see him break out. So I would like to have a guy that could step in like, I was calling for Mike Williams before he was released to trade for him and do your thing. Or a guy like that. Obviously, he got released and he got signed to the Jets after the Browns made the trade. So I'm not saying it has to be that type of player, but there are about a lot of veteran wide receivers that are going to be available that have played and been productive, and maybe they could step in after the draft, see how the draft goes, and then go from there.